Hi guys. Do you know what? It's 10:30 and I thought I'd go live. And you're probably thinking, that's a bit crazy, 10:30, why is she not in bed? Why is she not chilling out? Why is she not watching telly? I'll tell you what, I wanted to come on live because probably a couple of weeks ago, 1 week, 2 weeks ago, I did a live and I did it quite late at night. And I was surprised by the amount of people that actually came on and watched it live. It really got me thinking. I was like, why are my clients sitting there, or potential clients or people that are following my page, sitting there in the evenings watching my Facebook Live when they should be asleep? Because this post was quite late last time. It was later than 10:30. And then I thought, well, do you know what? People who probably are struggling with their mindset, whether it's with anxiety or depression or something else, they're probably struggling with sleep, because I know the amount of clients that I see, whatever it is their issue that they come to me with, I guarantee you 9 out of 10 of them will tell me they're not sleeping properly. Because what happens if you don't sleep properly? Let's think about it. If you don't get a full night's sleep, your battery has not had time to recharge. So if you haven't recharged your batteries, then in the morning you're not going to be working on full power. Then you're going to spend the day having lots of symptoms, like you're going to be working up your anxieties, or you're going to be feeling really tired, might feel quite low or moody. Then by the end of the night, when it's time to come to bed, maybe those things are still happening. Maybe your mind hasn't switched off again. Maybe you feel really, really tired by this point, but you still can't sleep. With regards to anxiety, if we think about what is anxiety, okay, anxiety is not a condition. I'm not going to say to you, you've got a mental health condition because you've got anxiety. My clients will know this, but if you haven't worked with me, you probably won't. What I'll tell you is, you may have anxiety as an emotion. That is a heightened emotion at the moment, because all of us have a full set of emotions. We have the ability to feel happy, the ability to feel sad, the ability to feel anxious. That's right, anxious. That's an emotion. So anxiety isn't a syndrome. It's not a syndrome. That means I'm not stuck with it, right? Right. You're not stuck with it. That means you can make a change. If it's just an emotion, a heightened emotion, maybe you're suffering with high levels of anxiety. When you start to think of it like that, then rather than trying to manage a condition, then it becomes much easier for you to make a change. Then it becomes much easier for you to step back and say, actually, my level of anxiety at the moment is causing a negative effect in my life, so I need to change it. So if you have got high levels of anxiety, you're not suffering with anxiety, you've got high levels of an emotion, anxiety, it might keep you up at night. Because a lot of my clients who come to me saying I'm suffering with anxiety are struggling to sleep because their mind can't switch off. So at night they'll get into bed, have their cozy pajamas on, maybe they have a hot water bottle because it's quite cold at the moment, maybe they've watched some telly or something, tried to chill themselves out, can't sleep. And you know what? When they can't sleep, I guarantee if you're one of those people, you're probably laying there, eyes open, I can't sleep, looking around. Because the more you think I can't sleep, the more your mind's going, you can't sleep. You can't sleep, you're not asleep, can't sleep. Might even be saying, do you know what? You've got all these different thoughts going on in your mind. You've got this issue you've got to sort out. You've got this issue you've got to sort out. You've got this thing you've got to do in the morning. You've got this thing you've got to do in the morning. Why haven't you done them yet? Well, if you're getting all these thoughts in your mind, no wonder you can't sleep. All those little things popping up. If your mind isn't blank, if your mind isn't ready to rest, because it's trying to solve all these million things or remind you of things, then it's going to let you sleep. And if you don't sleep, you're not going to be able to, in the morning, be effective at solving whatever those problems are, or remembering whatever it is that you need to remember. Because the most important thing you need to do every day is get a good night's sleep. I work with a lot of clients who have this as a side effect of their anxiety. It's like a self-perpetuating cycle. I can't sleep, so in the morning I start to feel more anxious. I'm anxious before I go to bed because I know I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm anxious before I go to bed because I know I'm going to have all these thoughts in my head. And all those thoughts in my head, they stop me sleeping. And then when I eventually do get to sleep, I'm anxious in my sleep because I know I'm going to wake up. And then when I wake up in the middle of the night, I can't get back to sleep because I am thinking about all those things that I shouldn't be thinking about. So it's about learning to shut all of that off. Because the more you think about this emotional response that you're giving, the anxiety, you actually start to scan for it as well. So whatever situation you're in, whether it's at night and you're trying to sleep, or whether it's during the day and you're faced with a situation that you're not quite feeling comfortable with, that anxiety, you're going to start scanning. Oh, do you know what? I feel a little bit anxious because I know it's going to happen. I know it's nearly bedtime. I know I've got that point where I'm going to have to lay there and be with my thoughts, you know, the thoughts that keep running around in my head. So I work with my clients to give them lots of different strategies. We always remove the barriers, whatever it is with anxiety, those little things that they're thinking about. We work out, why can't you get rid of this high level of anxiety? What is it that's stopping you? But I also give them strategies and ideas that they can use themselves. So when you're laying in bed, have you ever done any visualizations? I'm a very visual person. So for me, visualizations are perfect. And I had a client earlier today who actually said to me, that strategy you taught me with the tower block, it really works. I use it every night now because it's a visualization that I talked her through. I said to her, you know, you're having trouble sleeping, your anxiety is keeping you up. When you're laying down, use this visualization, and then when you're done, you'll fall asleep. And she's like, it works. I've gone from sleeping 3-4 hours, now she's getting 7-8 hours a night. Perfect, brilliant. And you know what? Her anxieties during the day have gone down as well as a result of that, because she's now getting the rest that she needs. So in the morning, during the day, she's better prepared to take on whatever it is. She's in a better frame of mind to say to herself, oh yeah, I can deal with that. No, I don't need to think about that right now. And she can deal with those anxieties. So there's lots of different ways that you can work with your own mind to get rid of those barriers before you go to sleep. And visualization is just one of them. But if you go on YouTube, there are loads and loads of brilliant videos on there that give you relaxation things that you can listen to. There are hypnosis tracks on there, things like that. And I sort of had the idea earlier, is that something that my audience would like? So what I'm going to say to you guys is, if there's any of you watching that are struggling and can't get to sleep at the moment because you've got heightened levels of anxiety, maybe you haven't worked with me, maybe you haven't got some of those strategies in place that can help you, pop me a message below or send me a direct message, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll work on a hypnosis track for you. I'm going to send one out, free one, complimentary one, just to help you guys who are struggling at the moment, help you to get some sleep. And if you think you're going to benefit from me, just send me a message and I'll send it out to you. And that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So if any of you are struggling, you don't need to struggle. Don't forget, I've got the complimentary session as well. If anyone wants to work with me and find out a little bit more, by all means, feel free. But if not, you can still get yourself a little free hypnosis track. You never know. If you are a bit of a skeptic, like I know some of my clients are in the beginning, that's fine. It's free, not going to cost you anything, so give it a go. All right? Hope you all sleep well tonight. See you later.